Now we've got every reporter, every photographer, everybody in this newsroom is both on Facebook and Twitter and is constantly posting stuff. If you did a stream on us, just watching us and put it on Twitter, you'd see the remarkable level of coverage in a day. And we do things instantaneously for people along the way so that they're constantly up to date. Now, we live in a state capital where they can't stream video on state computers from outside sources, but they can see the Twitter feed, and they can follow breaking news that way. So it's part of, we live on the very bloody knife's edge of new technologies. We will grab and attack whatever we read about or see that's new, and we'll go through a very bloody process of either liking it or throwing it away. And so there are things like Foursquare and how we're trying to adapt content so it's triggered by Foursquare that we're working with, testing Koala, how we try to utilize Buzz and everything. All of these things are part of our overall effort to constantly be reaching out and trying to figure out better ways to communicate and create linkage and bonds with the different people who exist out there who might be part of our audience. And our traffic numbers would indicate that we're very successful. We have days that, with at least the independent reporting sources tell us that we're beating the CJ. 3 years ago, the Capital Journal was beating us about 5-1 in content used on their site on a daily basis. Now we have 3 of 7 days a week that we're beating them. And part of it is the fact that these folks all have adapted so that they can respond and integrate and post. And then they reinforce to their networks by retweeting and resending out messages to on everything everybody is doing.
So what are your expectations of your journalists? Because I know you have photographers, you have reporters, and also some who shoot.
That journalism isn't about a finished product, it's about a process. You report what you know and you categorize what you know when you know it, and you continue to update it. So I was brought up that we were working on the end result, and then we were hush-hush about anything that was in the process. We weren't going to let them see how laws, sausages, or a story was made. We've adapted to a world where people want to know where things stand and where they are. Now, we freely admit what we were originally told. We found out that's wrong, this is wrong. That's all part of the process, is acknowledging to people that, hey, there's new information. That changes this. We're now going to try to get a reaction from this person. That sort of thing is all part of the process now.
So you have no problem sharing that? No concerns about exclusivity or tipping off the competition?
Oh, I have a problem with that.
He did. He did.
I'm getting a little over it, but right now
he's still in that 12-step recovery phase associated with it. But part of my whole thing is that we've had repeated examples that you can own the coverage from the beginning by starting the groundswell of whatever it is online, and that when you reinforce that with owning the story on it when you get to air, depending on how it stages up to get to the full war, you've already built an audience that is clamoring to your product wherever it is. I'm fully committed to the idea that we produce content and the content shows up on different platforms, and we want to own every platform that we're on.